Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and how are you doing today? I hope you are all doing very well and you are enjoying your day wherever you are. I have a quick message to let you know that I was recently a guest on a podcast called The Complete, and specifically the series is called The Complete Kiesloowski. It's called The Complete Kiesloowski because the podcast is a film-related podcast that is going through each of the works of the great filmmaker Krzysztof Kieślowski. So I know a lot of you have already expressed to me an interest in the works of Kieślowski, so I strongly recommend that you take a listen to the podcast called The Complete Podcast. I was actually invited to be a guest on this podcast, and so the hosts of the podcast, Travis and Matt, were very gracious hosts, and they invited me to talk with the two of them about Decalogue 9 and Decalogue 10. So Decalogue 9 and Decalogue 10, which are part of the work, the overarching work called the Decalogue by Kieślowski, which is in many ways a sort of magnum opus work. It is a towering achievement in a multitude of ways and reasons. If you haven't seen the Decalogue, I strongly suggest that you take a look. It's available, for instance, on Arrow Academy. I know it's also available on the Criterion Collection. So there are many ways to be able to catch up with it. I strongly suggest that you do if you haven't seen the Decalogue. It's really fascinating and a truly epic achievement. So yes, I was a guest on the episode, or the podcast episode, for the Complete Podcast. So I will leave links below in the description box, and you can download episodes. You can download the episode that I was featured on. You can download other episodes, which I strongly suggest that you do. And also keep a lookout for further episodes from the Complete Podcast, because as far as I am aware, they are going to be going through each of the works of Kieślowski going forward. So after the Decalogue, what does this mean? They're going to be talking about the Double Life of Veronique. And after that, they're going to be talking about the Three Colors trilogy, blue, white, and red. And I know many of you are big fans of that trilogy. I am also a great fan of that, so I'm looking forward to listening to those podcast episodes. So what I would like to ask, if you don't mind also, is if you wouldn't mind just taking a look at their podcast. If you're interested in what I was talking about with them with Decalogue 9 and Decalogue 10, it would be a great favor to me if you wouldn't mind downloading that episode that I was featured on and having a listen, even if it's only for just a few minutes. It would really mean a lot to me, and because I think Travis and Matt are really great guys, and they're very, very smart, very observant, and they have so much to say. They're kind of sort of heroes of mine in many ways, and so to be on the podcast as a guest with them was a real honor, and it's something that I would love to do again one of these days. So if you don't mind, please just download the episode if you have a chance. Again, it's the Complete Podcast. I will leave details in the description box below. And if you wouldn't mind, if you can, maybe just leave behind a comment and leave behind, if you are able to, high-starred reviews. I hope, 5-star reviews are the highest, I think, in iTunes or something. So if you are okay with that, please leave behind favorable reviews. Please listen to the podcast and download the episodes, because hopefully if if the episode that I was on hopefully will get a number of views, hopefully that will mean that Travis and Matt might want to invite me back again. So, which is something that I would love to do. It was such a pleasure to be able to speak with them, and so to be able to have that opportunity in the future would be something that I would be so thrilled with. So, it would be really it would be such a meaningful thing. It would mean so much to me if you wouldn't mind just downloading the episode, the podcast episode, just leaving behind a comment to them, let them know that I said hello, and let them know that we appreciate their work. Also leave behind reviews, favorable reviews for them. If you're able to subscribe to their podcast feed, please subscribe to that as well. Once again, this is the Complete Podcast. They are currently going through the works of Kieślowski. In earlier seasons of the Complete Podcast, Travis and Matt actually went through the works of Stanley Kubrick, one at a time. They also went through the works of Elaine May, one at a time. Now they're going through the works of Kieślowski, one at a time. And that also includes the entirety of the Decalogue in terms of episodes. So once again, my friends, the Complete Podcast, it would mean so much to me if you could listen to their podcast, even if it's for a little bit, download some of their episodes, leave behind 5-star reviews for them, and spread the word about them, and listen and just comment to them, because I know that they would appreciate it, and it's really, really worth it, because my dear friends, it's one of the best film-related podcasts out there. So it would be I would strongly recommend to any of you who are interested in a really good film-related podcast to check out the Complete Podcast. Okay, my friends, so that's it for now. So until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great movies, and please check out the Complete Podcast, including, if you are able to, including the episode that I was a guest on with respect to Decalogue 9 and Decalogue 10. It would really mean a lot to me. So until we meet again, my friends, be well, take care of yourselves, and cheers.